Hello YouTube. Alright, here playing Mardu again, trying out Terminate. Big creatures are scary. Terminate's good versus big creatures. Hopefully, look, I won. Hopefully we do that a bunch. After this, we are going to play Ben Friedman's, let me see, Ben Friedman's Shadow deck here, and then Zan Saeed's Bant Spirits deck here. First, we're going to play some Mardu, because Mardu's great, and I have a lot of trophies, most of which are with Mardu. Not as many as this guy, because he has way too many trophies. This thing's actually unreal. Okay, let's see what we got here. Opponent is 1-3, which means their deck is probably unbeatable for Mardu. His hand is medium. This is obviously great on turn 1. This can loot away the second looting and hopefully get down a fast Reveler. But if our opponent is playing to the board quickly, it might just kill us. Alright, opponent is in for that slow grind. I think we just take search here. I like taking search because there is more possibility that future discard spells will be able to take Snapcaster Mage, whereas unless I draw a discard spell this turn, it's not doing that. Alright, so this is now the plan. He's an island and a plains. Maybe this isn't the plan. It's like still probably the plan. Yeah, it's still the plan. It's always the plan. Dreadbore I want. It's possible I should have played this in case to do another fetch land. I wanted to fetch another basic. Our opponent has more search for Azcanta, making it look slightly foolish that I duressed the first search for Azcanta. Well, so yeah, now we're just gonna do this, and maybe he'll concede. Blood Moon, not a card I think is fantastic in the current Modern format, but it is very good against basically any interactive deck. Worth noting, if I looted away this over the Sacred Foundry, I could play Bedlam Reveler this turn. So that actually might have been right, seeing as it's unlikely I'm going to be casting this before I play this. I could Faithless Looting here to try to spike a discard spell, but I don't think that's necessary. What I really love is if he ran off the Snapcaster Mage for no reason, and I got to kill it with this Kolaghan's command. Deal. Yeah, so here our opponent's going to try to burn us out. And we are going to hope that doesn't work. If he snap bolts, I'll probably just terminate the Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, so I expect him to snap the bolt here. I guess he probably... It's technically correct to wait till end of turn. Yeah. I'm just going to lose this Terminate or this Dreadbore if I don't cast it now. So I think it's better just to get it in the bin. On my next turn, I can make Reveler cheaper. This is bad if he draws exactly to Fairy this turn, but looks like he didn't do that. So what's really nice about Blood Moon in this matchup is even though he has... That's sad. Even though he has some basics, he still can't cast most of his spells. Dude, I'm excited too. I wanted to do 3 leagues because Fiance's out of town, so I like to trade cards as non-often as possible because I do lose a little bit every time I do that. But I am excited to play some big men and hope my opponent does not answer them. I hope he flips this. Dang. I feel like that was an auto pass. Something in my bones tells me that was an auto pass. I think it's worth milking the value here. Hey Rogue, how's it going? Rogue, you're a sub. Look, I think I should... Bam. There's a me now. I only get the one... Apparently partners or affiliates or whatever I am do not get custom sub badges, which I did not know. So I have a custom sub badge that I've like paid for. It's like a little block of cheese. And if you... But I need to be a partner in order for them to deem me worthy of my block of cheese. So I'm pretty sure our opponent can't win now. Maybe if they had like a bunch of electrolyzes, maybe that could get them back in it, but they're cut off of all their good cards because Blood Moon is fun and interactive. Dude, we are. Our opponent wants to cast something with 2 blue pips in it. And then they want to cast something with 2 white pips in it. And we just can't have that. That cannot be allowed. We have to punish these things when they appear. Okay. So I don't like Terminate. They have Lyras, but I have 2 Lilies and a Dreadbore, which I think is enough to cover that. Molten Rain is great. Kambal's also probably good. Burgle says he does this. I'm gonna try out the Burgle strat. On the draw. We'll see. We'll see if I agree with Burgle. Maybe we'll just play this and it won't matter. This card is so much better than Logic Knot. My list has Baneslayer Angel. Baneslayer Angel. All right. Okay, so take Bolt, I guess. What did he do with his Serum Visions? Top, bottom. He has a basic again. This is some bullshit. Instead of a Baneslayer Angel? That's okay. I mean, I don't really expect people to root for Blood Moon. Alright, so... Cryptic, Snapcaster, Secure the Waste. I think I take Secure the Waste. I think if everything goes according to plan... All right. We did it. All right. Our opponent. So here, our opponent does have outs. It is possible it was right to not fetch this and instead fetch a red source. Yeah, I think that might have been right. I wanted to cast. See, this is why Kambal is bad, because Kambal allowed me to make a mistake, and good cards don't allow you to make mistakes. All right, didn't matter. 2-0. Yeah, so I don't think Kambal actually is particularly good if my opponent can't cast. Yeah. So that was my rationale. I'm not sure though, because I feel like if I take their planes, in order for them to get the Blood Moon off the board, they have to draw a triple island and cryptic it, which I feel like I'm just going to be able to play that Reveler before that happens somehow. I'm not sure. I think you can make a defensible choice either way. It's possible 3 Kambal is too much in this matchup. It's possible maybe I should go down to like 2 and then keep in 2 bolts. I definitely want 3 for combo matchups, but it's not nearly as good in this matchup, right? Because I mean, if they bolt it, and yeah, so that's the other option. But the issue with that, I think, because I have 2 Kambal, it changes the math, right? Because if I only have 1 Kambal, and I jam the Kambal, and then they rip a bolt for the Kambal, which is not unreasonable for them to do. Like, either a bolt or an island allows them to get my Kambal off the board. So... Also, our opponent is 0-4 after that, so that's sad for them. Yeah, this hand's good. Hopefully we can, like, bin some of these with the looting. Oh, no. Another Hollowed Fountain strategy. That wasn't a very good draw. Alright, so our plan in this game... First of all, the fuck is this hand? but... Yeah, we're gonna... Oh, okay. If I draw a Blood Moon, I think it's more important to have red, red, black than it is to be able to cast all these souls. So that's why I'm doing what I did, and it doesn't matter apparently. Do that. Get a basic? Yeah. So now they'll have Snap Path up. This was probably not right, because I actually think I wanted this to get a Plains. And now, if he Snap Paths me, I can't. I guess if he Snap Paths me, then that could just get a Plains off the path, so it doesn't matter. If he Snap Paths himself, I'm going to Fatal Push to Snapcaster Mage. Kind of expect him to do that, actually. Yeah. So this is a little less than ideal. But it's okay. So we've got 3 cards in the bin. Your opponent has 2 cryptics. What is this? Jace. Jace is good. Jace is definitely good. Opponent just like drawing perfects. It's okay. So if I draw a land, I'm going to Reveler this turn. To not draw a land. So now I can cast Reveler next turn, although he probably has at least 1 cryptic, if not multiple. He may Wrath here. Not exactly sure. If he does Wrath here, I'm going to Fatal Push a Spirit in response, because I think it's just more important to make sure this Reveler costs less on my turn, and I don't think we're pushing anything. Okay. So I think, even in this situation, I think it's more important to make the Reveler cheaper. There isn't really a way for me to get punished by this, because 3 spirits is pretty similar to 4 spirits on this board. Alright, so here the question is, if he taps my team, do I play a Blood Moon? And I think the answer is yes. And I think the answer is yes. Yeah. And so I think the answer is yes, because while my opponent can still cast more cryptics, they can't cast any of their white spells, which is most of how they pull ahead. And they can't, like, reasonably use this cryptic, and they're Jace locked. So they're currently Brainstorm locked, and I don't want them to get a fetch and be able to break out of that. And I think most of their cards that are going to let them actually beat us end up being white. So clearly got rewarded for my super tight play. Stupid basic planes. He's probably going to tap again. Now that he has planes, I think I'll just... Oh. So play that. Play this. What we really want is like a bolt or something to get rid of this Jace. Sweet. They might have negate. If they have it, they have it. Sweet. So we fought through 2 cryptics. Oh, they couldn't negate. You're right. You're right. So now I'm just going to try to beat down with these spirits before my opponent can really get anything done. Rogue. Rogue, stop it. Stop telling my opponent to have spells. Good fucking lord. That tank on the draw step. I can't handle these swings. I was just so ready to be tilted. Pyromancer's lethal here, so we're gonna run it out. If it was not lethal, I'd probably save it. It's probably like a Logic Knot, which is fine. Yeah, it's fine. I really need to count more, because I've definitely screwed up Logic Knots and not had enough. Alright, so let's go draw. Did you draw it? I can't tell. Sure. That was bad. Because now oh, never mind. Perfect. Knew exactly what I was doing the whole time. Knew exactly what I was doing the entire time. Clearly meant to leave up this Liliana. All along, perfect plays. There are definitely more Lilianas in my deck than Bedlam Revelers. Well, I guess it's actually even, right? There are 2 Revelers. This I'm not super scared of. I guess it means it's more likely he has a Terminus. I should be able to beat down this Jace. Or even... I probably want to kill a Jace, but I'm not entirely sure. Ooh. Basic Plains is good. We're going to try this. Jesus. Okay. 4 Jace, 3 of them. Yeah, that's what I think I'm doing. Attack Jace, attack Jace, attack Jace, attack Jace. This guy, attack Jace. Okay, so Jace, that's 5 at Jace. That's too many. Don't attack. You attack opponent. Okay, so we got 3 going at them, 4 going at Jace. This way, if they have a path... Yeah. If they have a path, it's not a big deal. If they don't have a Terminus on top, they're dead. If they do have a Terminus on top, it's not even that good for them. Yeah. So this I was expecting. Yep. Spirits. we're gonna hope this resolves. Damn. That's unfortunate. Fuck. Fourth cryptic, yeah. That's unfortunate. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So the plan here is to draw Faithless Looting into Double Bolt. Okay. Died. What do I want here? Molten Rain, good. Kambal's okay. I like this mainly because it's Rest in Peace and then has some other applications. Fatal Push is bad. Thanks for the follow, Marty. Glad you enjoyed that. I think Blood Moon is probably too marginal in this matchup. Alright. Well, I'm glad you are now. You got to watch us get the sick rips out of Mr. Blue-White opponent. I just remembered I don't actually think this card is very good. I don't think they usually... Let me look up Goldfish. I don't think these guys are usually on Baneslayer, which is the reason I really like her in these matchups. Let me see. This is standard. White blue control. This deck's not a sideboard. I do not think Lily is very good. And I think last game was a pretty good example of why. So basically, Blue-White has very few cards that actually matter, but the ones that do matter are super impactful. And I think in situations like that, Lily gets much worse. Let's see. In the board, they do not have... Does not look like they have... the spooky card. So if they go Rest in Peace this turn, I'm just going to be the most sad. I think this should have been red-white. If this had been red-white, I could have been this, and that would have been very good for me. I'm glad my opponent is not aggressively popping this thing, because I am fairly scared of that. So here the question is, do I Molten Rain basic planes? And I think if they hadn't played the Field of Ruin, the answer would have been yes. But I think because they played the field, it's not worth it anymore. Yep. I do. If you type !decklist or... Wait, do I not have the thing on the screen? Yeah, !decklist or grab the Stream Decker thingy on the right side of the screen. Okay. Sweet. It's not showing up in OBS, but I assume it just doesn't show up there. Sweet. Let me know if you have any questions, Mr. Doobie. And also thank you for the follow. Yeah, so I'm not sure what he's holding this for, honestly. Also, I think we just have to play into the bolt there because he has this. I guess I'm playing into a Wrath because he has this. But I feel like these decks are mostly on Terminus, so that maybe doesn't even really matter. Doesn't shock it in, okay. The bridges are for any deck with large creatures. So, most notably in the current meta, they are for Hollow One, good against Grixis Death Shadow, good against humans. Mostly Hollow One. The Arbitrary click. So, our opponent had many times they could have done that. And I'm pretty sure that when they decided to do it was like the worst of all of those times. Also, we're just going to blow this up now. Because it means they can't cast this thing. On their turn for 2, they can only cast it for 1. And I think that's relevant. Because it means like now if they like fetch into entreat for 1, they die. They fetch shock and Terminus, now they're at 2. So if they Wrath us here, yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, they could have had a third basic planes. I don't think that's out of... Yeah, the list I'm looking at have lots of basic planes. Okay. So based on how that match went, this seems fine. Maybe go like this. I'll go grab some water and I'll be right back. Yeah, I think drawing 2 Kambals is just gonna be pretty bad, but I think I like drawing 1, so 2 of them in total seems fine. Blood Moon actually seems pretty bad. So we're gonna yeah, we're gonna do this. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna get some water, I'll be right back. This is exactly what we want to see in this matchup, so definitely gonna snap to keep. I think Blood Moon is much better on the play because you can get all their Field of Ruins, but on the draw they can field you in response to the Blood Moon, which is a pretty big game. Alright, hopefully this doesn't brick. Alright, see this card? We cannot beat this card, so we're going to take it. Alright, so opponent has some stuff. Interesting. I am not sure. I think not playing Rest in Peace is some nonsense. I guess so. My read on it is our opponent was indecisive on what they wanted to do. That was weird. I expected this to get a land. If I draw a discard spell, that would be great. Also fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this should be a pretty tough game to lose at this point. Jace can definitely do some work here, but I think we should be all right. Fortunately, we don't have any white mana. That is definitely not the best. We want more red mana here because we want to be able to Reveler and do some other stuff. Okay, yes. Got some more basics. So, I was slightly punished there for not taking the Terminus. But, like, if they had been able to, or for not taking the, what do you call it? The other card. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah, for taking the Terminus and not taking the Path. But if I leave them with the Terminus, we're in a similar situation where they Jace, Brainstorm, and then have the Terminus on top to wipe this follow-up board. Alright, so if I draw a Bolt, that's obviously great for us. These cards, not as great. We unfortunately do not have a Do not have a way of getting our guy back. I'm going to brainstorm again. It's to be expected. My life total is not super important, and there's a decent chance they only have one thing, or they don't they don't have a thing I can take with this, or basically I want to preserve the ability to have this in my hand in case I draw a looting and want to do that with my Inquisition. Counter tap. Okay. Alright, Jace and Lyra. So these decks do have Lyra, and there's a good chance I'm going to die to it. Yep. Yeah, I think this might be it, folks. This might be it. Like, granted, none of these cards, like, this could have been a Lily, which would have been slightly better, but I don't think we would have ended up running it out anyway. I mean, so we still do have a Dreadbore. And it's gonna take a couple turns for this to actually kill us. More if we have spirits. I don't know. I'm gonna keep fighting the fight. We have one answer to it, yeah. Well, this is game 3. Lily would come in if we were to go to a later game, but we're just going to concede. Go on to the next round. Yeah, so Lily would come in. I think she's only good against that exact card, because if you notice, it's not a battle about resources, really. It's about a battle over their specific cards, and it's pretty easy for them to protect those specific cards. This hand's very bad. We're going to mulligan it. This hand's good. Keep a land. Well, this league is not going so hot, folks. Alright, I guess that's a plan. Just hope our opponent does not ever get to Tron. Because we can't win if they do. There we get to Tron. Okay. We have a plan. If we do not get Tron to this turn, we are not getting Tron to this turn. So we have a plan. that hurts. Sphere, sure. So we know they have these 3 cards in hand. I wouldn't be surprised if they pop this. Yeah. Too risky. I think we can just do this. I wanted to pop this. My heart wanted to pop the thing, but I think also holding on to this makes it so they can't O-stone us and blow up the Blood Moon, which is obviously good. So many cantrips. It's possible that was worse than just K commanding end of turn. Yeah, definitely not better in this spot. Okay, so I want to discard a card, destroy an artifact. I know my opponent is going to have Worm Coil next turn. So we're gonna have to slog through that. We're gonna have to slog through a Karn. Yeah, we're just not gonna be able to get there. Like I know he has a land. He's at 20 still. Okay. These cards are good. These cards are good. Terminate is bad. Push is bad. Brutality is bad. Liliana the Veil is bad. Ship it. Ship it. Yeah. So basically, what you really want in this matchup is the 1-2 punch of Young Pyromancer into one of these disruptive spells. Because if my opponent had been in a low life total, I could have beaten their payoffs on like turn 6 or whatever, but they just had too much going on. All right. I think you have to keep hands that have a hate card and like anything else going on, really. Opponent is deep in the tank. Deep in the tank about how to humiliate us. We're like 1-2 in this league, right? Okay. We have a chance. Bolt your face. So this is as much pressure as this, but this creates more pressure over future turns. Like, if I'm able to go Molten Rain into discard spell this turn, that's obviously very good for us. That's kind of unfortunate, but whatever. If we're able... Okay. Okay. If we're able to win this match, I don't think the Relic is going to matter. So, we know we should hit mine. That's good. Yes, that is true. The deck is needlessly expensive. So we want to hit mine. So now we're going to be able to hit them to 9. Yeah, so I don't think O-Stone is going to matter this game unless they get Tron online, at which point, like, whatever. Ancient Stirrings gives them the most redraws at the Tron land, and they already have green mana, so taking Chromatic Sphere doesn't really do much. Worth noting that by the time they get Karn, like, it won't be that good. Alright, so I know this is their hand. So hopefully Thoughtseer. That is whatever. Probably Sphere, yep. Alright. So we are going to now hope that they do not O-Stone us. Because if they O-Stone us, we will die. We have 8 power on board. If they're... Yep, we're going to die to O-Stone. Yay! Alright. Well, that was an unfortunate league. Oh, wait. That was only round... Alright. We can rally back. We got this. We can win... We can win 2 more and get our victory chest. Okay. I thought we had lost 3 times, but no. We lost Tron, which you're going to lose most of the time. And we lost Blue-White, which I think is a pretty even keel matchup. I think... Yeah. Oh yeah, the 1/2 mirror. Maybe this is where my time will come. All right, seems good. Maybe someone will play a creature. What do we play against round 1? Do they have creatures? We beat them. I can't remember if they had creatures. Windswept Heath often means creatures. I'm kind of annoyed. I'm kind of annoyed. I can't remember what we played against round 1. Can I scroll up this? Oh, I played against Jeskai. Yeah, they did not have creatures. I don't know what Windswept Heath into Hollow Fountain means. Maybe it means we're dead on turn 2. Maybe this means... This probably means like collected company humans. If I were to hazard a guess. Probably collected company humans. This gives information, but that's okay. Yeah, so I feel like all of these lands that aren't colorless creature only lands makes me think they're like going a little bit bigger, playing some more spells. Collective Company is definitely hard for this deck to deal with. I think that stuff like Path is largely irrelevant. What am I doing here? Yep. Decay Command can beat down this and not this. Also, Lily is not fantastic in this matchup, but if you can get her on a board like this, which you can edict something, there's a decent chance she won't die next turn, and then we can start like up-downing her a couple times. That can definitely run away with the game. So if they have a Mantis Rider, obviously that's gonna be very good for them. To run down Lily, but if they don't have a backup Mantis Rider, then the Lily plus this K Command Lightning Bolt are probably going to take over the game. That's what I would expect. So, for those of you that have not played, yeah, for those of you who did not play a ton of that standard format, no plays means they 300% have Collective Company. And because of that, I'm going to hold on to both of my pieces of spout removal. Yep. In an attempt to leave this Lily on board. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Alright, okay. I think I can beat this. It's kind of, I'm kind of joking. I think I can beat this. I think this is actually very good against me. But I think I can beat this card. This thing's a human? Alright, so he's Champion of the Parish. Just going to bolt that right now. You don't think we can beat Champ? Champ is just too powerful a card. This doesn't make sense to me. Like, I get it's probably for this matchup, but I have Lingering Souls, and it's just like a 1/1, and it seems hard to cast in your Breeding Pool Forest deck. I mean, maybe that's true. Maybe it's just unbeatable. Well, maybe Lily can do some work. Lily will allow me to beat this menace. I just don't think, like, I don't know. I feel like this just isn't enough pressure. Maybe I'm misidentifying, but I feel like it's just not enough pressure. Don't love having to do this, but and that does let me clear. That does let him clear the Lily with his champion because he has this lieutenant. Discarded a backup Champion of the Parish. Yep, so that's dead. So I went for the Thoughtseize there because he discarded a champion, which means he had a better spell in hand. And he did. If I'd known it was exactly Collective Company, obviously I would have grabbed it with Brutality, but that seemed really... Oh no! Oh no! The second champion. I'm like shit-talking these champions. I'm probably actually going to die to them, but I still don't think they're very good. I think if I draw a Lingering Souls, I will be able to stave off this menace. But oh no. Our opponent has assembled Tron. They've assembled it, chat. Oh, wait, it's actually probably best to just lootings and try to... Alright. Alright, so I'm going to take 4 here, which means I need a Lingering Souls this turn, or a Brutality this turn, off my duder. My opponent is gaining life. They're at so much life. All right. We have a plan. Our plan is to... There's so much life. Alright, so our plan is to jump and trade. Our plan is to jump and trade. And then it is to play out 2 more. And then hope we can draw a second copy of Lingering Souls, which I think will allow us to seal up this match. Yeah, we need... I don't think our opponent understands. I think it was very... Oh my god. Oh my god, they're going to gain so much life. Holy shit. Okay. We are grinding now, boys. This game might take a while. It might take a while for me to defeat the Auriok Champion Menace. It's gonna take so long. Holy shit. Alright, whatever. I am not sure exactly what the plan is, but this is what we're doing. Probably should attack. All right, we'll attack with this many. It is very possible that Young Pyromancer was just not a card I want. I don't know. Even if he hits Mantis Rider, like I just go double, single, chump Mantis Rider, and he loses 2 of his champions. Oh, he could have been waiting for this. I guess this is pretty good for him. Yeah, this is unfortunate. This makes it is possible that my attack with these spirits was unnecessary. Slightly possible. Probably should have left these dudes at home. I'll turn back on my auto yields now. Hey Drax, how's it going? Our opponent has played 3 main deck Auriok champions, and we are battling for the glory. Dude, that's hype. Gonna be playing that deck 2 decks from now. You got anything super spicy? Rar. Hits you for 7. Down to 50. This is going to take forever. That's not spicy. I guess Rock's Warmonk is kind of spicy. I do like Mr. Roxy. So this actually gives me the most turns. So I'm going to go this way. Because I get 1 extra chump here. And then yeah, sure. So I get 1 extra chump, and it's 2 hits from the salvager regardless. We're not going to cast this because the card I want to draw is a white spell, and I do not have basic planes. So if I lose this game, I lost it when I made the attack with the 4 spirits on that 1 turn. People do indeed play the deck they love. And people apparently love this deck. So I think I block here. Alright, so this is currently 4, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'll put him to 20. If I do this, it'll deal 20. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so this hits him for 12... or 15, 16, 17. This hits my opponent for 20. Which means there's a good chance if he attacks with his champion, he's dead on board. Thank you for the follow, I can't pronounce your name. But thank you for the follow anyway. Yeah, so now I have 3, 6, 9. So, like, here, now, even if I get a Souls, like, Lily uptick, but 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, I'm 3 short. I'm 3 points short. Yo, they're gonna give me a Trax, I love you. You are a wonderful person. Alright. So, our opponent is on a spooky, spooky deck. But that, I mean, it's not that scary. Eusebus. Okay. Alright, Eusebus. Do any of these other guys... Yeah. Yeah. So, he had them for basically the entire game, and we were... we were one... Pious? Well, I definitely cannot speak French. I am but a stupid American. It means pious. Okay. So we now have a holy stream. A stream of the gods, if you will. All right. Yeah, Trax, I know what you mean. The power went out of my house for about, I don't know, 30 seconds. And I'm just sitting there like, it is storming. I can't go outside. My fiance is out of town. And the power is off. And I'm the saddest person in the whole world. Brief sideboarding note, by the way. I boarded out a Brutality against normal humans. I would keep in that Brutality. And I would board out a Thoughtseize instead. But because they are on... I'm just going to take the 2-for-1 here. Because they are on Collective Company, I want to be able to take that. That is rough. Hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing similar happens to me. Because getting it the first time was plenty of cash. Is that the new one or the one you got replaced? Do I care about this Noble Hierarch? I don't think I do. I don't think I really do. Sweet, sweet. What's in here? There's some kind of Ryzen in there. Don't actually remember what mine is because I'm a bad nerd. Do I want to kill this? Probably. I'm just going to kill it. Interesting. Not casting Kite Sail is interesting. Do you know what happened to it, or just randomly died? That rogue is terrifying. My computer is currently, when it shuts off, it won't let me change the default boot drive, which is weird. And it doesn't really matter. I can just like go in and manually boot to the right drive. But the first time it happened, it freaking terrified me because it tried to boot to my solid, or not my solid state, my like hard drive, not my SSD. And there is no Windows on that. So it was just like sitting there, not knowing what to do. And I was like, what's this? Militia Bugler. Something. Module on it failed. Well, that's... Oh, no! Oh, no. Chat. He's coming. Also, again, here, I'm like shit-talking this Auriok champion, but we're gonna... we're gonna play around it. Super dead. Just the deadest of deads. They're going to clear the way with this Kitesail freebooter so that it will be time. They cannot clear the way because... Okay, I'm not going to like tell people that they're building their deck wrong, but they have a lot of non-white sources in this deck to be playing this champion. I don't know, man. What are they doing here? I can see Pontiff here. Doesn't seem unreasonable. Oh no. The Bugle! The Bugle! This turn I'm probably going to... What do you get? No cards. 3 mana. I mean, Township is very good. I'm not going to say Township is not an excellent Magic card. So here I'm sure that the Liliana is not going to eat it to this Auriok champion because I have these spirits that can block. Yes, so like, the thing is, I think this card is much better than this card. Right? Like, you just don't need to play this. Oh no. No, chat. Chat, they're doing the thing. Okay. I was just going to play Zan's list from the what do you call it? The event that lots of people went to. Trax, you sent me a whole viewer. You the best. It's I have it on my stream deck. Wait a second. Let me grab it for you. Fragmentize. This deck. Oh, sure. Yeah. It is just a stock list. Nothing super fancy. I have not played like most of the cards in Modern before. So I don't want to, try to get too tricky when I don't know what I'm doing. This card is probably just bad. I might go down to 2 bridge and board in this. Never mind, he took the bridge. We're fine. Our opponent has decided that Bridge is the good card they cannot beat. Cannot say I agree. Whatever. This is gonna be. It's gonna be a long slog. Because they have this 1/2 natural predator of our 1/1s. This card is so stupid. So I have a Faithless Looting in my bin, which means this was stupid, but I didn't realize that. I think Thalia is important enough in the matches where you want it, like against I think it's just probably too important versus KCI, would be my guess. I definitely... Oh god, they're going to go off. What was I saying? I could see Worship being terrible. I do not think that... he had a Kitaki, right? Am I... There's not a Kitaki in here. That's interesting. I'm going to die to this Gavany Township, by the way. God damn it. God damn it. I'm going to start edicting because I don't want to get rid of this Ensnaring Bridge. Yeah, I can see that. What is your current build? I'm assuming the main deck is more or less the same. I haven't seen a ton of variations. Like all this stuff is pretty stock. I think I've read somewhere that he was like, this Birds of Paradise is some nonsense. It should just be something else, which I can get behind. I think our plan here is just to time our opponent out in game 2. Definitely feels like a reasonable plan. They do not seem to want to win the game. Oh no! Guys, how's he gonna win now? How's he gonna manage to cobble together a win if he doesn't have a second champion? People just don't know what they're doing anymore in Magic. They just don't know what they're doing. How many turns does it take me to kill them with these spirits? It's like 6, 5. It's oh my god, it's a 5-turn clock. Our opponent's taking like over a minute per turn. He's taking over a minute to decide what this Cavern of Souls need to name. Oh, Trax, this is impossible to read. This is in no order. You have main deck Remorseful Cleric. That seems weird. Oh, there's a picture. Okay. Looking at the picture. You got a Path Deck. Dude, Path Deck style is so good. It's all good, man. We're just like sitting here watching our opponent take multiple minutes to determine what this Cavern of Soul needs to name. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah. It's the best, man. Like, Magic knows there's no reason we put the... Oh my god, opponent. Do you think just, like, a 2-1 Spirit with no text is playable in a lot of matchups? It feels like very weak sauce to me. Cast Ancestral. Yeah, Trax, feel free to just, like, post it somewhere that's not terrible. If you just, like, upload it to Stream Deck, or you can post that link in here, that's probably the best way to do it. Get in there. It's a combo deck. See, no, so it's the combo is the Ancestral lets the Bedlam Revelers attack. That's the combo. Our opponent has committed to only winning the game if they kill this bridge. Alright, so that worked out. It's possible I want this. Maybe this is better than Thought. This is probably better than Thoughtseize, right? Probably. Nah. Well, maybe it is. Alright. We have decided it's better than Thoughtseize because I discarded it. This hand is fine. Who needs their hands to do anything? Certainly not me. This match is a lot harder when they have like card advantage and in the form of Coco and not card disadvantage in the form of Vial. I like it more when they play a Vial on turn 1 and then I have just that less thing I have to kill. Ooh. That can definitely punish my kind of nonsense hand. Oh no. Oh no! My house of cards are coming tumbling down. We're fine. Alright, so now we're just gonna play Lingering Souls and chump some stuff and block some stuff. To State Draft in the main deck, you mean? I think that's reasonable. I saw Dreadbore talking on Twitter about how turn 2 Geist is just like actually pretty good in a lot of matchups, and the Lords help offset the fact that you're playing these. Basically they offset the fact that it just gets blocked. I'm at 5. This is not very good. Thank God. If that had been another Mantis Rider, would have been pretty rough. As it is, I am hesitant to believe better than Rest in Peace. I think Rest in Peace is very good. So let's just go in front of this. Yeah. Alright, so what does that mean? He has a freebooter in his hand. I think the push... Yeah, the push is going to kill the Parish. I'm hoping he runs out his Kite Sail freebooter pre-combat. That's fine. Sweet. Thank God this isn't a thing with like power and toughness. Alright, so now he takes my Lily, which is whatever. I have 4 things in the bin. I think taking this damage here is fine. This doesn't do anything. That's a good draw. That is a good draw. Okay. So if I do this, I take 1. I think this is right. So it would have, but I wouldn't have had these spirits to block like this stuff. I think I'm just gonna die though. Yeah, I can't get my stuff out of my hand. Alright. That was unfortunate. Yeah, so not a great league, not a great showing from Mardu. Super sad. Alright, stop this.